Monday Night Raw took place tonight from the Performance Center, and this is the show after Backlash. And I have to say, this is probably one of the better Raws I've seen in a while. And it was really strong, especially in the circumstances. I think this whole COVID era of Raw, this might have been the best episode. It really was. I thought Randy Orton was amazing here tonight. He did really well. So the show started off with Randy Orton coming out. He's gloating about his match with Edge at Backlash, the greatest wrestling match of all time. Not really, but he's bragging about it, and of course Edge is out. It's official. He did tear his triceps. It is a tear. I don't think this is the end of his career. I don't think there's any chance after tonight, but he's going to be out for a while. 9 months. I mean, he might miss WrestleMania next year. That's how bad it is, but a triceps, that's one of those injuries it's tough to come back from. And Edge was someone who usually got a lot of injuries in his career. I remember he missed a lot of time after he tore his Achilles, but he came back early. I think that was 10 years ago when he returned at the Royal Rumble in 2010. And of course, he made his return at the Rumble 10 years later again, his second Rumble return, even though he didn't win it like 10 years ago. But Edge, he's out for a while. I don't know if we'll see him again, but he was replaced tonight by Christian, who's not cleared, but he did wrestle, sort of. He faced Randy Orton in the main event. So the show starts off with Orton in the ring, and Christian comes in the ring to confront him. He defends his friend's honor, and eventually Orton challenges Christian to a match in an unsanctioned match because Christian's not cleared to wrestle. Christian thinks about it, and then eventually Orton calls him a coward if he doesn't accept. And the match is set up later that night. The unsanctioned match with Orton and Christian. They have Charlie Caruso backstage. She interviews Zelina Vega and Angel Garza. And there's heat between the faction. Kevin Owens against Angel Garza. And during the match, Zelina Vega, Andrade was there too, and she yells at Angel and Andrade, and she walks out on them, which was a big scene. And of course, KO defeats Angel Garza. Andrade's yelling at him. Zelina Vega marches out after the match. He told them to stop fighting, and they need to fight. They need to fight together. And she got them to leave with her. They show MVP and Lashley speaking backstage when Sarah Screeber tries to interview him, but MVP yells at her. Lashley then is nicer. He talks about what happened, everything with Lana. MVP and Bobby Lashley promo. Lana comes out, and what happens is there's heat after what happened the night before with Lashley and MVP. They yell at each other, and MVP calls Lana a thought. A thought is like a slang term. It's basically a slang for slut. That's like something you see on 4chan or something like that. Thought. That's where I think those things come from. But MVP said Lashley was nowhere near the title before he showed up. And eventually Lashley and Lana start fighting, and Lashley says he wants a divorce. And Lana is shocked. Another divorce. Great. They show Sarah Screeber interviewing the Street Profits and the Viking Raiders, who are then confronted by Akira Tozawa and his ninjas. And of course, everyone wants to know, who's this big, tall, black guy? Who's this guy? It's actually Jordan Almugabahin. I don't know what his background is, but he's under a mask. That's who it is. They're ready to fight them, but they don't fight, and it's just this stuff sucks. They have a 8-man tag. Has Street Profits with the Viking Raiders against Akira Tozawa and the Ninjas. The Tall Ninjas not wrestling. It's a quick match. Then they had the Big Show make his return. Yes, Big Show still on TV in 2020. I don't want to be mean to him and chant "Please retire," but sometimes I think, oh, dude, this guy again. But he beats up everyone, and they tease him and the big guy. So I guess they're going to set up that match, and Jordan would beat the Big Show. Charlie Caruso interviews Seth Rollins, and I did not care. He can't stand Seth. Christian's on the phone talking backstage, and then he says he knows the risk, and he wasn't sure what he was going to do. Seth Rollins promo. He says Ray declined the invitation. Dominic accept. And Rollins rips into Dominic. All of a sudden, Dominic appears from behind. He attacks Rollins. He throws him into the steps. Murphy and Theory ran out as Ray implored Dominic to run. Dominic managed to escape them and bailed. And I thought this was good. They had Ray on the Titantron. I thought this was well done. So Sets it up more. They show our truth, offering his condolences to MVP and Lashley. Didn't care for this. Bray Wyatt appears on SmackDown this week, and Mandy Rose is on Miz TV. McIntyre appears. This stupid segment. You had the Iconics taking on Liv Morgan and Natalya. So I've been saying, Peyton Royce and Billie Kay, yes, they're very attractive, especially Peyton Royce, but I mean, they're not good in the ring. Liv Morgan's someone who they were going to push. And they never beat Natalya at WrestleMania this past year. I remember them wrestling, but they're a team and it's a quick match. Liv Morgan's push is over. She's not getting pushed anymore. She had her thing. They did the stupid stuff with Lana. It didn't work. So that's it for Liv. Iconics win. They had Natalya really mad at Liv after the match. And after the Iconics challenged Bayley and Sasha to the tag team titles, and that would happen later in the show. Not the match, but it would work out. Big Show approaches Christian backstage, and he tells him, it's dangerous to do this match, and Christian says he knew what he had to do, so he was going to fight him. There's Natalya mad at Liv Morgan. She places the blame on her, and Liv is sad. She walks off, and she's mad it happened. Lana appears, and says she felt her pain. I guess they're going to be a team. Christian's on the stage. Charlie Cruz interviews for an update. Didn't really care. She accepted the Orange Challenge. Not much there. MVP approaches Apollo Crews backstage. Don't care about this. Charlotte Flair's back here with her dad. She wanted to know if someone was getting under her skin. She says a lot of people get under her skin, but they both woo. So it wasn't really much of a segment. It was just them wooing to get Rick on TV, and he would come in later, of course. There's been no wrestling on this show. Apollo Crews defeats Shelton Benjamin non-title match. No, I don't really care about this. Then we get to the third hour. Street Profits, Viking Raiders talk about the competition. Show thanks them for help earlier, and they tease us fighting the big guy. They go to the tag team match for the title. Drew McIntyre and R-Truthing is Lashley MVP. McIntyre wins. He actually tags R-Truth in this match. So, I'm defending my title in a tag match. I'm going to tag R-Truth. He's the dumbest babyface ever. They have Ric Flair approach Christian backstage, and Christian keeps saying to Rick he's going to do it. Rick is trying to get Christian not to do it, and of course this will play later in the show. Christian is insistence. Bayley and Sasha Banks come out. Sasha Banks wearing a hot orange outfit. Bayley comes out, and it is Bayley's birthday. The birthday girl, Bayley. It's Bayley, her birthday. She is 31 years old, I believe. So happy birthday, Pamela. Bayley, happy birthday. Bayley's there, and she's talking about the win they had on Sunday when they won. And of course, interrupted by the Iconics. And how this happens is they want the match. They challenge each other, and Peyton Royce slaps Sasha Banks pretty hard. She slaps her, drops her to the ground. I don't think it was as good of a slap as Billie Kay gave Peyton Royce a few weeks ago on Raw, but she knocks Sasha down, and Sasha's mad, and Bayley's even more fierce because she ruined her birthday. And Bayley gets so mad, she gets pissed off again. She accepts another match, and Sasha's mad. She didn't know why Bayley accepts, so Bayley accepts. It's going to be Bayley and Sasha against the Iconics next Monday, but wait a minute. Aren't Bayley and Sasha supposed to be facing Tegan Knox and Shotzi Blackheart? What the fuck? Now we know for sure they're winning. I thought that was so stupid. They could have just saved this for next week. They really had to think that out, man. I'm kind of disappointed in them that they didn't even consider that. It's like, oh, God, you idiots. Don't you think about stuff? This company's so stupid. It's fools. Fools run this company, I swear to God. But anyway, you have Bayley and Sasha against the Iconics next week on Raw. Asuka beat Nia Jax. Not much of a match. Nia sucks. They had a rematch. I pray this is the end, but I think it's going to drag out for Extreme Rules. I think they'll do one more match, and Asuka will be done with Nia. And eventually Asuka will probably move on to Charlotte Flair at SummerSlam. That's what I hope. But unfortunately, I think Nia's getting another match. We haven't seen Shayna in a while. I've been thinking, what are they going to do with her? So, we get to the main event. After Asuka wins with a roll-up, Nia Jax attacks the referee. And then, of course, you had Charlie Cruz interview Randy Orton. And the main event's an unsanctioned match, Randy Orton against Christian. Christian's wearing street clothes. He has his fist taped, like he's getting ready for a street fight. Randy Orton comes out, and they do the introductions, like they announce the match. It's getting ready. It's a big fight field. It's the first time we've seen Christian wrestling. He is not a match. They're actually going to have a match since how long has it been? 2014, I think. At least 2014. That's when he's been retired. That's when he got his concussion. He stopped wrestling around that time, 14. Anyway, this is a cool segment, and it's an angle. And the thing is, I'm thinking to myself, Edge is going to be gone for a while. Why do this angle now? I mean, it's a cool angle and all, but if Edge is going to be out for 9 months, I mean, you didn't really need to do it like this. You could have just done it in a way to set up later, because if he's gone 9 months, I mean, people have such short memories, they're going to forget about something in a month. Wrestling fans can forget about things in like less than a week. So, I don't know, but I don't know when Edge is back. This was a great angle. So they're having a match, and Ric Flair's with their kids. He convinces Christian, don't do it. Of course, Christian turns his back on the Nature Boy. Ric Flair probably gives his last low blow in the WWE. He gives Christian a low blow. Christian's stunned. And then, of course, Randy Orton sets him up, and he hits Christian with the puns Christian just like he did to Edge the night before. And then Christian's just selling it like he's been shot in the head, like he's dead. And Orton rolls him up on his back, and he pins him 1, 2, 3, and you have Randy Orton just standing over Christian. And he's amazing here. He feels bad, but he doesn't. He's mad. He comes off as a psychopath. He keeps telling the paramedics, take care of him. And Orton was amazing. He came off as just a total madman. I thought he did a great job in this segment. And it even continues after the show's over. They go to the Raw talk, and they still show Orton in the ring with Christian, convincing the paramedics, take care of him. I thought Randy Orton was an amazing heel here, and I thought this was a very good segment. And it ended at what I thought was a decent episode of Raw.